Okay, everybody, we're about to go back on another little trek. Testing the video and making good content for YouTube, so maybe I'll get some subscribers. Here we have, there's Wayne's bicycle. There's the Gsxr 750 with the Two Brothers exhaust right there. That's what we're fixing to get on. There we go. Okay, everybody. Oh, I think we got the problem fixed. It was where that cable was just had tension on it, so it had come out of one of its little holders underneath the fairing, so we got it in there and zip tied it into the holder so it wouldn't come out. Here we go. So what I was trying to say is that dad burn speedo should be working now and should be okay. It was just pulling on the cable. It wasn't hanging up on the steering or anything, but everything seems to be okay. So I like this bike pretty good. I did buy it used. It has had some different things done to it. Like, these are not the factory fairings. These are aftermarket because the original title said the bike was black. Kind of wish I had the black fairings for it. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And that guy don't like me. He scooted up. Yep, and there's Wayne on his CBR 954RR. That's faster than anything I've ever ridden. I think it'd outrun the Hayabusa with me riding it. But that's okay, because I don't really race. I just like riding in the wind. Yeah. That's what we like. And then we die taking off. I got a bad habit of that. I fell over the other day on this thing because of that. All because I didn't give it enough throttle while I was turning out of a driveway, and the thing decided it wanted to fall down. Talk about embarrassing. But it happens. I even have it on video. If anybody wants to see that video, I can put it on YouTube, but I would need at least one request. And I'll tell you something, you know, the Hayabusa, talking about it, you know, it was getting really good gas mileage, but I was never really getting into it. I just drove it normal, kept up with highway traffic and whatnot. I could get a pretty good bit of miles out of a tank, get almost 160, probably even close to 200 miles out of a tank. Yesterday I got on it a little bit, and she drank a half a tank of gas so fast. It was crazy. But I guess if you want to use some fuel, I mean, you want to get some power, you got to use fuel to make the power. One thing that really sucks is this is a small town. We don't have freeways. This is the fastest road in our town as far as speed limit goes. 50 miles per hour. Actually, when you leave the town, leave the outskirts of the city limits, the fastest is 55. I think there's one small section that is 65, but it isn't but maybe a mile. So that's what sucks. The closest interstate is about 55, 60 miles away. About 55 miles away, I guess. Which I would love to take it on the interstate. We do have some twisties here though, but not as a major, but they're fair. There's some people breaking into a fence. Somebody call the cops. Yeah. This here's a back road. Most of our roads are 45. Except when you get into residential areas, the speed limit's 30, which is nuts. Gear. That's like the power gear. We're in 5th now, so not that you guys care. Wow, deja vu. We pulled up behind a maroon colored car yesterday. There's a gas station, $4.08 a gallon. That sucks. Needs to be $1.08. Actually, needs to be 98. just have to build a hydrogen generator, put it in my truck. Oh, that was a bug. Got the blinker on. So I wonder if this bike will hang with a R6. This is a 2006 Gsxr 750. I mean, it's tuned up a little bit. It's got Two Brothers exhaust. Sounds like a really mad insect of some type that flies. One of them new Chevy Silverados. That one doesn't have that weird step table thing for the bed, for the tailgate. Here comes Wayne up behind us. He's riding up on me. I think he's going to hit 88 miles an hour and go back to 1985. It kind of sucks. I'm fixing to be 50 years old. Can you believe it? I can't. I don't feel 50. I feel 40. I don't even feel 40. Yeah, and I know y'all are what? He's old and he rides a sport bike or a crotch rocket. Well, I used to like cruisers a lot. I'm sure you've seen some of my videos prior. But they just aren't as comfortable. I have old people problems, so my knees hurt and stuff, and this actually is easier on my knees and my back. The only thing I can say negative is getting on and off of one of these is a little more difficult. But my Hayabusa is lowered, so it's not as hard to get on, but this one, you know, you got to raise your leg like 14 feet. Let's see where Wayne is. Is he behind me? There he is. I had to punch it a little bit to get in front. If I hadn't changed lanes, this lane turns into a turning lane takes us to Tennessee. We're not trying to go to Tennessee. We're going to Killen, Alabama. We're entering the town of Killen now. See, we got a highway here. Now this is outskirts of town, and this takes you to 65 miles an hour, which is cool. Yeah. Speedo seems to be doing just fine now. I had to see what's wrong with the wires. I may have to order a whole new Speedo assembly. If I can find a cheap used one that's not scratched up, I'd be excited about it. I don't even care about the carbon fiber crap. I mean, unless it's real carbon fiber, which it's not. Because fake carbon fiber looks fake. Beautiful stoplight that we have to stop at, unfortunately. There's Wayne. He's back. Kind of tilt the camera a little better. Maybe it'll work better. Hopefully it don't hurt the power cord. Listen to them humming together at the same RPM. Now he's trying to turbo boost like Knight Rider. Yeah, his bike sounds like a hog. That's what I call my Hayabusa. It's a hog. It sounds like a pig grunting. I've probably mentioned that in other videos. I tend to do that. His sounds about the same. This thing, on the other hand, this thing redlines at 15,000. The Hayabusa redlines at 11. There's a Camaro RS. That means it's probably, no, wait, nope, that's an SS. He don't want none of this. That's Rocket Girl. That's who that is. Whoever she is, she think that ain't a rocket. We'll drop 2 gears. That was pretty cool right there. I guess her rocket wasn't fueled up. Gas is kind of expensive. That's the only thing with this bike. This thing will punch it, but that Hayabusa is like a intercontinental ballistic missile or whatever. You don't even have to drop a gear. You just give it some more gas and she's gone like lightning. If you do drop a gear, it takes off even faster though. This one here, if you want to accelerate and punch it, you have to drop at least 1 to 2 if you're in 6th. If you drop her to 4th, and if you drop her to 3rd, drop her to 3rd and then go to 4th, and then 5th, you're just like, I don't even know. I haven't been that fast on this bike. I think the fastest I've been on this bike is 65 on the roads, because I'd like to honor the speed limit. To our destination. There's Rocket Girl going on down. Dang, I didn't know I dropped all that way to first. Nice little neighborhood. Nice straightaway for going slow. Wow, they gutted that house. It's amazing how much people accumulate and throw out. Huh, I'd hate to see what I have to throw out. I got a bunch of stuff. There's the fish. See y'all later. We're ready. Yeah, it looks like it might rain. Speedo seems to be doing pretty good. It's racking up miles. Got my indicator saying that my shift light's set properly. We set it to 8,000 RPM this time. Had it set at 7,000, and then whenever it blipped out on me, it lost the setting. Here we go. Cruising down the street in my Gsxr. I don't know any non-profaned lyrics to put with that, so oh well. We're doing pretty good though, as long as the audio stays up. This bike ride's pretty good. It's just 5,000 RPM just seems crazy wound up to me, but that ain't even close to what it'll wind up to. That's a Nissan Pathfinder. That actually looks good. That must be a new one. The older Pathfinders were kind of funky looking. And I'm not talking about the old ones. The old ones were actually awesome. But the one generation before that one, kind of corny. Man, these crazy folks. Nobody honors the speed limit here, and I hear this area, they're real bad about giving out tickets. Which is crazy. I mean, these folks are doing 65, 70, and speed limit on this little patch of road is 55. I don't know. Kind of weird. I guess that's his bike droning. I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. Probably not. There's another Camaro. But that's not Rocket Girl. I guess we don't get to stop and rest our legs. They're selling beer. Delicious beer. That's what the sign said. Oh, there's a little Camaro, little toy. Guess he couldn't make up his mind on his tag. It just says EFE or something like that on it. I think that's just a base model. I think the people that own the base model wanna they're the ones that want to provoke you. Heck, that Ford Fusion's probably faster. There's a Jeep.